Hello, I'm Robert, Voluntary Fact Check and helping you if you're scared of many things. And this is the most important of these blog posts and videos, and it's about the central point about how when age verification is done properly, there's absolutely no risk to your privacy whatsoever. Nobody could use it to spy on you, nobody could use it to interfere with what you're doing. And I'm going to go through how KID does it, which is an industry-leading verifier that is, which was checked and verified by Australia to be doing everything right. And the United Kingdom and Australian governments, they are very committed to making sure that the age verification is privacy preserving. So if you think about it, these are not governments that would, they're not oppressive regimes. If that was the idea, it would come from somewhere like Iran or North Korea. No, it comes from the two of the countries with amongst the strongest privacy laws in the world. And so it's not, you shouldn't be scared at all about any risk of any kind of spying or abusing the system. And they've actually designed it so it's impossible. And I will explain why it's impossible. And this age verification, it goes through third parties. And again, people might wonder about that. Why doesn't Discord do it all in-house? Surely that would be safer, better or something. Well, actually, it's better to do it through third parties for almost all companies. The reason is that by separating like that, the Discord never sees the photo, the selfie, or the photo ID, or anything you did during the age verification process. The age verifier never gets to know which Discord account they verified. And then the age verifier specializes on privacy preserving age verification. And it perfected it. And this is quite a long process. There's lots of bugs have to be fixed and things to make sure it works perfectly and nothing can go wrong. Discord doesn't have to reinvent that wheel and possibly introduce lots of bugs. So that's why even Facebook, a very big company, it uses a third-party verifier Yoti for exactly these same reasons. And I only know of one company, one reputable company that does its in-house age verification, and that's Google. And that's because of it's got lots of expertise through things like Gmail, which it's had for a very long time, and it's image processing and image searches and all things like that. And it also has the most extraordinarily secure servers. None of the other companies, Facebook is nothing like it. They're literally unhackable servers. So that's why it can have both parts in the same company without any concerns whatsoever. So now to go down to, and this is the background, I assume you've all watched the first video and know why we're doing age verification is to protect kids. So now, just to mention very briefly, Discord can now age verify almost everyone without an ID or a selfie. And it wasn't able to do that originally with its first rollout with United Kingdom, so it's built up the experience from United Kingdom and from Australia. And it is now in a situation, it's because the people I ask who want help with this, they've typically been with Discord almost since it began a decade ago. So it's it's used mainly by people who are very keen on computer games. And then they've just stuck with Discord all the way through because it's just so good at what it does. So it does not use any of your private messages or anything like that, but it's got quite a lot of data about you that it can use to figure out your age. And so it already knows your age without having to ask you to do a selfie or anything else. Well, it knows that you're old enough. So I don't want to talk any more about that because I want to go very quickly to the main point here. And I just want to say that the Discord leak, I'll cover that in a separate video. It's nothing to be scared of. Or I might cover it at the end here, just very briefly. This is what this video is all about. Starting at 5 minutes in. I'll try to cover this in 5 minutes. So this is about how KID and Discord communicate. And as I go through this, then you will see how there's no way that KID can see what account yours is, and there's no way that Discord can see anything that you did by way of age verification. So first of all, Discord doesn't give KID any information about you, except it'll tell you that you're from the United Kingdom, say. That's about it. It just says, I want to start a session for age verification for UK users. So it has the appropriate legal context for KID. And then KID then sends an anonymized token back to Discord and a URL. And the URL that KID sends back to Discord can be used to embed its software in a page. So it passes both of those to Discord. And then Discord uses the URL it's called an iframe. So it's a way of putting one web page inside another one. The iframe is a little square inside a bigger square. The bigger square is the Discord web page. The iframe is the KID web page, and they're insulated from each other. They can't see each other. So when you interact with the software, if you say, for instance, click on the button, take a selfie, then Discord doesn't see that you clicked on that button and knows nothing that you did inside the iframe. And then around it you'll have you probably have the Discord interface and the web page that is presenting it to it, and KID can't see that. So for instance, if you have your username presented at the top of the page or something, KID can't see that. So then when you take a selfie, the way the KID software works, that runs a program inside your browser, and the program that analyzes that selfie, it is analyzing the pixels. It doesn't look at it the way a human does. It's not using a chatbot. It's using machine learning based on pixels. And you can say this looks like the pattern of pixels that you would get from an older user or from a younger user. And it can, rather surprisingly, estimate the age just from the patterns of pixels more accurately than humans can. So when you take a selfie, let's say look from one side to the other, open your mouth or whatever, and all that is you interfacing with the software locally within your browser. It's not working on KID at all. And then all KID gets back from that is either a pass, this is an adult, or fail, this isn't, we haven't passed as an adult. Then if you are passed, that's that done. If not, then it's you click on the button, use your ID. And you have to actively do these things. And then if you click on use your ID, then the KID will then ask you to hold up your government ID so you can photograph it and do your selfie and another selfie, and it will upload the selfie and the government ID to KID. And then KID on its server then has to process that. For some reason it can't do it in your browser. So KID then checks the selfie photo against the government ID, and then it'll either get a pass or a fail. It's only looking for your date of birth. So it'll check the selfie matches the photo, it'll look for the date of birth field, and based on that, it'll either say pass or fail. And then the KID deletes everything. So at the end of all this, there's nothing left on KID of your ID, and the KID in none of this, it never learned your Discord username or anything about your Discord account. And then when you complete age verification, then the iframe tells the web page outside it that it's finished. Then when that happens, the Discord software then sends a message to the Discord servers send a message to the KID servers, and they send the anonymized token that, remember, KID generated at the beginning of it all. So it doesn't give it any information about what account it is. And it's only Discord that connects that to your account name. And it sends this anonymized token to KID and asks the server, did you get a pass or a fail on this? And the server then just returns pass or fail. And it also returns what it was a pass or fail for, in this case whether you're adult or not. And then that's it done. So Discord never sees the ID or selfie, and KID never sees any information about your Discord account. So now if we go and look in a bit more techie detail, so this is how it starts. Discord, this is the message that Discord sends to KID, and it just says jurisdiction GB and criteria age category adult. And then KID responds to Discord, and it makes up a pattern of numbers and letters. Say this is the anonymized ID, which is just for any person, just a single anonymized ID. All they know about this ID is that it's someone in GB. And this is the verification URL, which is the link that is used to display that iframe. And then Discord displays the web page with the iframe, and that's the iframe URL. And that's all that's inside, and that's all that Discord knows about what's inside there, is that URL which you got from KID. Then you get all these buttons, and when you click on them, then only the KID gets any notifications from that. And Discord doesn't see any of that. Then KID handles all the buttons, goes through all the process I described, and then the web page notifies Discord that the age verification process is completed. And then Discord then sends a message to KID saying get, and it passes the anonymized ID that it got from KID at the beginning of the process. And then KID responds saying, as to the idea, this is just an example ID, gives you an idea of what they look like. And it just says pass or fail, and it says adult as the age category, and method, or give you a method set with either selfie or ID document. So the Discord does get to know whether you were verified by a selfie or by an ID document. And so if you look at what each sees for each other, Discord just sees the anonymized ID, verification ID. It sees the ID again, which you already got which is sent to KID. It sees pass or fail, adult, and the method. KID sees just the jurisdiction and the age category, and then it sees a question for that anonymized ID. So that's it. So the KID just then has an age verification cookie which simply records pass or fail and whether the user got verified as 18 plus, and keeps that on its servers associated with anonymized ID. And so then Discord, of course, would also retain that same information and the anonymized ID and the pass or fail, but Discord associates the anonymized ID with your account. And so now if we try and think, well, what could a government do if they wanted to, if they would say they've got a submarine or some secretly try to get some information from KID. All they could get is a whole bunch of anonymized IDs, not associated with any Discord account, and then the statistics of which, how many of them were passes and fails. And that's all it could get from KID. And if it tried to try and get any information from Discord, then it would have a whole bunch of account names and then pass and fails for each one. Discord doesn't display that to the public. If a hacker gets in, that's all they can find too. So if a hacker hacks your Discord account, then it might be able to, then they would be able to see whether you passed as an adult or not. And that's all they can find. They can't find anything else about you. So this is why you're so very safe. And when age verification is done properly, as it's done with Discord and KID. So in the next video, I'm going to start talking about these things I just skipped over, which is the whole thing about the ticket system and the Discord hack, and why that's not something to be scared of, and the whole persona experiment. I just don't want to go into that here because I'm already at 15 minutes. And hopefully it's very clear now why you're completely safe and why you don't need to be scared about anything here about KID and Discord. And then with this background, I can then go on to, with a very firm basis, to then go on to the other things that we need to talk about. So if you want to come to this page, it's in the video description. And if you come across this on YouTube, you can get to this web page from the video description. And if any of you want a longer version of this video, do let me know, and I can go through this in much more detail. But hopefully this is intended to help people who are scared and need a very quick answer. And so I've done a short video, and I've made it as clear as I possibly can. And any question, of course, be sure to say.